What?
1.6 out of 10? Not even Morbius reached that level of cinematic crime. Mickey Mouse is probably in therapy.
Make it stop right now.
Disney stockholders screaming into their plushies. Walt Disney himself currently breakdancing in his cryo chamber. This ain't just a flop. This is a world record L. And guess who's leading the crash and burn parade? Rachel. It's not 1937 anymore. By the way, if you're already side-eyeing this disaster, hit that subscribe button for more chaotic breakdowns like this. I break down the chaos, the cringe, and the controversy every week, bringing real shit out. No fluff, just memes and facts.
Oh, let me clear my shit.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
Not gonna be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Wait.
It's not 1937 anymore.
Okay, Queen. But respectfully, who asked? So get this. Even after Disney tried to lowball expectations, Snow White couldn't even meet the bare minimum. In its opening weekend, it flopped by like nuclear bomb. In its second weekend, boom, another 70% drop off. And guess what movie beat it? A random action flick with a 60-year-old star half sleepwalking through his lines. Skull. And if you thought that was bad, oh just wait. The producer's own son called out Rachel Zegler for dragging her personal politics into the promo tour, saying, "My dad had to fly across the country to scold a 20-year-old who forgot she was promoting a $300 million movie, not her TikTok takes." Want to hear something insane? Snow White cost $300 million to make. Yeah, you heard it right. That's before marketing. Add $100 million more. So $400 million total. But theaters take almost half the box office money. So Disney needed to make $700 million just to break even. And guess what they made? $145 million. That's not even enough to pay for Rachel's fake sword lessons.
Isn't very— Shut up and take my money!
Even the UK tax system exposed them. They had to publicly file Disney's spending, and it was messier than a group chat argument at 2 a.m. Disney had one job. Don't ruin the most iconic fairy tale of all time. Instead, they were like, let's remake Snow White, but make her angsty, sword-wielding, allergic to love, and surrounded by random side characters instead of dwarfs. Walt Disney.
Why are you all destroying my legacy?
Zegler didn't just modernize the role, she clowned the original. Called it creepy, said the prince was a stalker.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird.
Even Bill Maher stepped in like, if you hate fairy tales so much, don't be in one. What do you think? Should actors talk trash about the classics they're remaking? Drop your take in the comments, and while you're at it, hit that subscribe if you're here for real talk and unfiltered takes. And Rachel really turned her promo tour into a public self-destruction speedrun.
She doesn't dream about love. She has a sword now. The original was weird.
A sword? Bro, are we fighting dragons or singing with bluebirds? Fans weren't mad because she made it modern. They were mad because she made it sound like the original was trash. And to be honest, she looked like she hated being in the movie. But one thing we have ignored while hating the Rachel is that she is not alone in this crime, as she is just an actor and has no control over the storyline, like showing the Snow White is strong, independent, or just removing the dwarfs from the movie. The another culprit behind this shit is Disney itself. But due to her rude, unapologetic, woke behavior, she made herself a target for the fans to criticize.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
I'm sure a lot of people will assume it's a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Who the hell are you to say all of Andrew's scenes could get cut? Like, who are you?
Oh my God.
Are you Disney? I've read your book, and I have. It's a phenomenal book. You're losing generation of loyal viewers. When you think about Snow White, what is the premise? What is the story?
It's a love story. It's a love story.
Disney's been recycling their classics like it's 2007 and the green bin is overflowing. Lion King looked like a Nat Geo doc. Pinocchio, unhinged fever dream. Little Mermaid, Flounder looked like he owed someone money. And now, Snow White, where the 7 dwarfs look like they just finished a drum circle in Portland. Even Peter Dinklage was like, wait, you're trying to be inclusive by erasing dwarf roles completely?
You're replacing jobs that people could have as little people. Okay. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs, it's for dwarfs. You know?
You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that fucking backward
Oh,
story of 7 dwarves living in a cave.
And that's why it made a world record by getting 1.6 out of 10 IMDb rating. That's not a rating, that's a cry for help. At this point, even the Emoji Movie is looking over like,
LMAO.
couldn't be me. This wasn't just trolls or incels, like Twitter loves to claim. Even regular Disney fans were like,
Y'all butchered my childhood.
or other fan commented on my previous video. I am going to watch it, probably when I am high as hell and can watch it for free. And then someone wrote, she's not suitable to be Snow White at all. Her face looks like a toad's. When she sings, she's really scary. This movie now holds the lowest fan score in Disney history. Yes, lower than Haunted Mansion, Cars 2, and Home on the Range combined.
But you don't seemingly like your own character, so she comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
The star, Rachel Zegler, is unbelievably charmless in public.
She was, as woke as they are.
She just sounds bitter and angry.
I don't think they're gonna buy it. I don't think they're gonna watch it. I don't think they're gonna like it.
Every time she speaks, she gets less likable.
This truly is the worst casting, maybe, in the history of the film industry.
Well, let me clear one thing for once and all. This ain't about woke or not woke. It's about not insulting the people who love the original. Rachel made it sound like Snow White needed to get a job, not fall in love.
I truly do believe that. There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and she thinks it's about feminism and the patriarchy and about abortion. But the reality is she's just not stable.
And worst, Disney let her cook, but they forgot to check if she even liked the recipe. So, don't remake what you don't love. That's it. That's the tweet. If you're here for calling that out, sub now. Let's keep these studios in check together.
Rachel Zegler is extraordinarily woke, but she's woke in a way that's quite deranged.
Rachel is literally the star of a Disney movie, and she acts like she's some sort of victim, and that's the sort of mentality that is just poisoning people's minds. Like, she acts like her life is so bad.
Once upon a time when Disney used to feel like magic. But now it feels like a group project where no one read the assignment. They delayed the film a whole year. Claimed it was for creative reasons. They've lost trust, lost fans, and honestly, they're losing the plot.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
So what do you think? Are you really going to watch this movie even after this? Or boycotting it out of principle? Or just here for the memes and meltdown? Drop your hot take in the comments. I am reading the all, the love, the hate, even the essay-length rants, but before leaving, like this video if you think Snow White deserved better. Subscribe if you want more deep dives, celeb drama, and meme-fueled truth bombs. And share this with someone who still thinks the dwarfs are showing up in Act 2. I am out. Peace.